In the annals of human history, few events have left an indelible mark as profound and devastating as the Black Death. This horrifying pandemic is said to be the deadliest in the history of mankind, claiming over 100 million lives and altering the course of human civilization forever. So what really happened during the Black Death? Let's find out in today's episode. In the heart of Asia, a sinister force began its relentless march across continents. The year was 1346 and the Black Death, also known as the Plague, was born. As it spread through fleas and rats, entire cities were wiped out overnight. The death toll mounted, leaving behind a trail of misery and despair. But how did this nightmare begin? Our story takes us to the bustling port of Kaffa in Crimea, then a part of the Mongol Empire. Here trade routes from Asia, Africa and Europe converged, creating a melting pot of cultures and commerce. But this vibrant hub soon became a cauldron of disease. Kaffa was under siege by the Russian army, and the Mongols defending the city were reportedly using catapults to hurl dead bodies of plague victims into the Russian camp. This ghastly tactic aimed to infect the besiegers and spread the disease back to Russia. Little did they know that they were unleashing a horror that would engulf the world. As the plague took hold in Russia, it spread like wildfire, leaving a path of devastation in its wake. Moscow, Vladimir, and Kiev were among the first cities to fall victim to the plague's wrath. Within these cities, entire families were wiped out and the living were left to bury their dead under hastily dug mass graves. The toll was staggering, with some estimates suggesting that up to half of Moscow's population perished in a matter of weeks. From Russia, the plague embarked on a relentless journey westward, carried by fleas embedded in the fur of rats. These tiny carriers infested ships traversing the European waters, transforming the Black Sea into a very grim and deadly name. Italy, France, England, and Spain were soon hit, and the death toll started mounting. The symptoms of the plague were nothing short of horrific. Victims experienced excruciating pain, swelling of the lymph nodes, fever, chills, and a gruesome skin eruption. Many succumbed to the disease within days, their bodies left to rot in the streets or mass graves. The mortality rate was shocking, claiming approximately 30 to 50% of Europe's population. Cities like Florence, Rome, and Naples became infamous for their overflowing cemeteries and the haunting image of plague doctors roaming the streets. Amidst the chaos and despair, an unsettling rumor emerged. The finger of suspicion pointed towards the Jews, who were accused of poisoning wells and using blood libel to spread the disease. This dark chapter in history witnessed the persecution and massacre of countless Jewish communities, adding a tragic twist to an already harrowing tale. But amidst the darkness, stories of survival emerged. Rural communities, relatively isolated from the plague-infested cities, offered a glimmer of hope. Moreover, as the plague progressed, the level of mortality started to decrease, possibly due to a combination of factors, including the depletion of rodent populations and the development of some immunity in the human population. The aftermath of the plague was nothing short of transformative. The decimated population led to labor shortages, which in turn challenged the existing social order. Feudalism, the dominant socioeconomic system in Europe, was on the brink of collapse. The Black Death had inadvertently sown the seeds of change. Moreover, the plague had profound religious implications. The widespread suffering raised questions about God's mercy and the power of the church to heal. It was a time when faith was tested and religious fervor gripped the survivors. Flagellants, groups of people who whipped themselves as an extreme form of penance, appeared across Europe. They sought to atone for the sins of humanity and appease God during this dark period. In the face of adversity, art took on a macabre turn. The danse macabre, or dance of death, became a prominent theme in paintings and sculptures, depicting skeletons dancing with humans from all walks of life. This artistic motif served as a chilling reminder of the inevitability of death. The Black Death was more than just a pandemic. It was a cataclysmic event that reshaped the course of human history. From the fall of empires to the questioning of religious norms, its impact reverberated through the ages. As we reflect on this dark chapter, let it be a reminder of the fragility of life and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity.